Hey, how you doing, gang? This is your Sensei Al Bob, and welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with Sensei Al Bob. It's hot, and I'm on top, and I've been doctoring. So I'm still alive. Survived all the chaos, and could have died, but didn't. So, but that's another story. It's all good. I had been after the rain, 10 days of rain, 8 inches of rain in 10 days. Woo! And my deep green had become a water skiing thing. And anyway, that's all another story. But I'm all good. Seems good. Everything's fine. Seems. And what else? So you guys, how you all doing? I'm out in the sun, so unless you really print it in bold, large letters, I can't read it. But again, I've been talking about the big splat and that 2021 is going to be more than 2020 ever was. 2021 is going to make 2020 look like Mary Poppins, and 2022 is going to make 2021 look like Dairy Queen. So you ready for all that? It's big change, big reset. It's on the reset. And it's all go back and look at my past YouTubes. There are some pretty good ones in there. I don't know if they're even still up. But I put them out there in a shamanic way. So they're out there in the internet someplace, right? So you should be able to find some of them. Most of them on my YouTube page, they still have a good chunk of them. So, but the earlier on ones, when I was a little more fresh, I'm still fresh. I'm always fresh. I'm like the French Prince, the Fresh Prince of the Deep Green. So everything's good. What's interesting? Well, we have T. Townsend Brown. Go look that guy up. That guy was more Nikola Tesla than Nikola Tesla. Now, Nikola Tesla was at the he was Nikola Tesla. He always wore tuxedo. This guy always wore a suit. But it kind of shows that both those guys were on, the Philadelphia experiment. Go look that up. There's a guy named Jessup who wrote a book about it that's out there somewhere. And there are, there's a good kind of line. See, all of the stuff that would be, they used to call it, what did they call it? It was called urban legends, right? Then it became conspiracies. But there, what's wrong with conspiracies? When more than two people come together to do something and they don't tell anybody else about it, there's a lot of that going on. And and theory is just, an idea of something. I mean, these aren't, oh my God, you're the devil if you think this way. No, it's just a theory, So have an open mind. That's all I say. And don't believe a word I say, I'm just here to entertain you. And welcome aboard. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Dreamy Dreamland with your Sensei Al Bob. And so have any of you had any missing time? I've had many missing time experiences. Let's see. Here's a good one. So there's a guy named, he wrote a book called the Montauk Experiment. What's his name? Preston Nichols, Al Bielek, Duncan Bielek, and there were about 8 of us that were part of the U.S. Psychotronic Society and a few other Tesla. And we were all electrical engineers of sorts. And and we pretty all were matriculated, meaning we were all found ourselves in interesting situations and asked to do X, Y, and Z, and we did because we were smart. And boy, that's kind of fun. I want to play with this stuff. And we were all in that neck of the woods, and we were all also part of a DARPA research group that was located in a condo across the street from Lincoln Center, and our handler was this penthouse model, and her name was Johnny Winchester. She could shoot. She had guns. She would look like she was naked, but she would pull lethal weapons out of the cracks of her body, and she was always kind of definitely had pretty much everyone wired. I mean, she had everyone wrapped around their little finger. Now, I was the least wrapped because I had girlfriends and other things, and I would never let myself get too close in. Never signed in, never, right? I was allowed to be part of this because I had talents, enabling the job to get done, number one, and able to negotiate everyone's egos so they play nice in the sandbox. And I had my own skill set in high voltage electricity. So I was allowed to, name my price and place and position, and not wanting to be, owned and controlled. And yeah, but we're all owned and controlled. But anyway, she was one hot ticket. And every now and then she goes, we'd be working away. And she goes, "Al, you do anything interesting?" And I go, "Well, you need Winnie." And I call her Winnie. And she said, "Oh, I need something upstairs." And that, she had her own little thing in the condo up there. And we'd spend a few hours up there helping her with something. And so all of those, that's like having, a buddy with benefits. And so that was a very interesting 4 years. And we were brought to see certain things and my real job was, these guys had been parts of super exotic experiments, especially Al Billick was, he and his brother were Navy guys, and they were on the Eldridge, and they experienced that first throw of the switch. And these guys did it 4 more times before they said, "Okay, we're gonna have to figure out about this." And so because it was having galactic effects, time and space, and so they had to rethink their project. So anyway, that's kind of how it rolls. I got a lot of stories about stuff like that, and the old clone was part of that too. Her and Archie over there in time travel place known as Trinity College. It's like one big dialect, not dialect. Doctor Who had his little phone box. Well, that was Alexander the Great's phone box. And Trinity College is a good chunk of Alex's his own library is in that library, and that's why that school is the oldest. It's been going continuous 2,500 years, more than that, but never ending continuous. Anyway, what else can I tell you? It's really sunny. It's not getting hot, and there's 2 of you. 1 thumbs up. Thank you. And someone sent me something on my PayPal, which shows it works. So thank you for that. Anybody else who wants to, go to PayPal and then put in the dudeawake42 at Gmail. Anybody out there who has some, who's in the publishing biz, I got 3 novels that are in, 80%. I mean, they're all written. They need serious editing, some less than others. And they're all interconnected. So if you sign on this and become my editor / agent, I could be your next Miss Rawlings of Harry Potter fame. I think these stories and they have a larger. I mean, everyone likes Harry Potter, but it deals with the child within, which is a good thing. And mine is that covers every base of reader or watcher or interested person. So anyway, that's all of that. I just wanted to touch base. I haven't been around because folks have been visiting, which has been really nice to have people at the Deep Green who aren't neurotic and yet really interested and read whatever they can get of mine and watch my show and want to have the personal up close me and then be very generous, take care of my bills and fill up my larder and take care of me and help me. I kind of hurt myself, so they helped me take care of things around the green. So that was really nice. So the last week, that's what I've been doing. So, I'm really, maybe 5 days ago I did something maybe. But anyway, that's the story. And it's got to be at least a week ago, maybe more, that I haven't done anything. So that's why I was in a place, even though this has got really good Wi-Fi, it's like hot. So I'm not going to do this forever. How long have we been doing this? 10 minutes. So unless a crowd shows up in a few minutes, the two of you who are there, thank you very much. I just wanted to say I love you. And I think I might jump off here. I'm really being toasted here. And if I move, this is like in this parking lot, this is the Uber, I get super duper great thing. If I move a foot over there, it goes away. So, okay.